Some few minutes ago, Raila Odinga, taking to his social media accounts, had this to say. Raila Odinga, tomorrow marks the finals of Maandamano Wednesday to Friday this week. Zakayo lazima ashuke. That's Raila's post some few minutes ago. I want us to understand the game plan here. What's Raila Odinga up to? If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Yes. What's Raila Odinga up to? Raila Odinga is up to so many objectives, but in this video, I want to explain two main objectives. The first objective, Raila Odinga studied William Ruto very well. He knows Ruto as a very emotional person who gets agitated very easily. And when he gets agitated, he's bound to make so many blunders, which actually are so far made. And that's a big win to Raila Odinga and to Azimio team. William Ruto has shown his worst. In fact, he has shown Kenyans and the whole world his dark side. If it's about unleashing the police on innocent demonstrators, he has done that. And we have even seen members of parliament supporting him. He met them at State House Nairobi, where they were ordered to hold counter Azimio demonstrations. And we even saw some rogue police officers in civilian shooting the people, rather demonstrators, in broad daylight. All these are being documented by various groups. I saw Transparent International giving a figure of about 30-40 people who have so far been killed and several maimed. Yes. Thus, in the last about only 1 week alone, about 30 have been killed. All these events are being documented. Azimio is documenting all this. Independent Kenyans are documenting all this. Other watch groups are also documenting all this. And that's why a few days ago, United Nations gave a very strong warning to William Ruto and his government, where United Nations indicated that on Wednesday last week, a single day about 16 to 23 people were killed. So Raila has just set up a trap for William Ruto. He wants William Ruto to show his worst, or rather to do his worst. And Ruto is falling in that trap. And this is something that eventually will lead William Ruto to the Hague-based court in the Netherlands. I'm very sure about that, because what is happening in Kenya is actually now reaching the threshold of crimes against humanity. And we can still remember that some months ago, Azimio also petitioned Hague. So this is just a trap Raila set up for William Ruto, and Ruto is snaring himself. The second main objective, Raila Odinga wants Kenyans themselves to own the demonstrations. When the demonstration started, Raila and some top Azimio leaders were actually going out battling it with the police. And that was giving William Ruto the room to start personalizing the demonstrations as if it's Raila Odinga who wanted power through the back door. But now Raila wants the people themselves to own the demonstrations, because the high cost of living is all about them. The moment the high cost, or at the moment the cost of living goes up, is the people themselves who are going to suffer. So Raila just wanted the people to own the demonstrations. And if you look at the successful revolutions across the world, they are being driven by the people. The people themselves owns them. And that's exactly what Raila Odinga is trying to do with these demonstrations. Having said that, if you look at William Ruto, especially when he was talking today, we are seeing a William Ruto who is boasting and chest thumping. And it said that Sikio la Kufa liskidawa, it seems to appear that instead of William Ruto listening to the people, he is still deaf and blind. I honestly believe that at this moment in time, William Ruto ought to have humbled himself in trying to find a solution as to why he has grown very unpopular within a very short time. And that is so because it's actually true. Even if you were to do a scientific survey, you'll come to this reality that Ruto has grown very unpopular within a very short period of time. Instead of William Ruto trying to find out why that is the case, he seems to be still boasting and chest thumping and behaving as if there is no problem in the country. That's something that will work against him, in that he'll, instead of addressing why Kenyans are agitating, he will not be able to address them because he's full of himself and he's also proud. So he ought to have humbled himself to know exactly what is happening in the country. And for Kenyans now, this is not the time now to relent. If Kenyans relent now, then William Ruto is going to emerge as a very bad dictator. The war has begun. Kenyans have to fight it to the bitter end. And by fighting it to the bitter end, William Ruto will be sent a very clear message that Kenya is not about him as an individual, but about over 50 million Kenyans. That's exactly what is happening here. As I conclude, yesterday, the Mandamanos were very successful. And even if you look at today, so far the mass action has been very successful in that the opposition has achieved their intended mission, which in this case was to paralyze government's activities. And I've always maintained here that it's better for Kenyans to suffer for 1 or 2 days, but they make sure they kick out an oppressive regime. And they must kick that oppressive regime through the legal means provided in the Constitution. Kenyans can exercise their rights directly through their elected representatives or through picketing, mass action, demonstrations, and such rights provided in the Constitution. So if Kenyans actually make a retreat, William Ruto is going to emerge a very strong dictator. And that will be very unfortunate. And it's something that will take Kenya very many years back. Something that should not happen. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. Any other person who would want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.